So it's Wednesday, the 12th of April, 2023, and here we are at Pattaya Park, one of the oldest water parks in Thailand. Actually, it's been open many years here in Pattaya. Still a very good park. Everybody enjoys it. Thais too. Not too expensive to come to, and a good day. It does have a little bit of a bad history actually. Some years ago, a young English boy here, 12 years old I think, he lost his goggles into one of the pump suction that recirculates the water and tried to retrieve them by his hand and got sucked into the intake, and unfortunately he got drowned, and that was one of the unfortunate aspects of being here. So this video, I want to talk about visas to Thailand, because it's something I get asked about a lot. How to get the necessary visas to come to Thailand. But if you're going to retire here, I would strongly recommend that you go through the proper channels and do it the proper way, and that's by getting a non-immigrant OA. That's non-immigrant OA visa from the Thai consulate in whatever country you're coming from. That means that when you arrive in Thailand, you've then got 3 months to sort yourself out and get your retirement visa. If you come in on a tourist visa, then you're and you want to change then to an O visa, you get a different type of O visa. And you immediately get into the hands of agents, etc. It's going to charge you a lot of money to guide you through the system. Now, if money's not an object, then yeah, it's quite practical to do it that way. It can be done easily, as I say, with money. It's not the official channel though, and you must be aware of that. But it will come right, and they will also help you open your bank account, etc. If you get your non-immigrant OA visa in your own country, then you can open the bank account yourself when you get here. There's several banks, there's no problem to go and open a bank account. And you can make the necessary deposit in there for your retirement visa, which currently is 800,000 baht, roughly about 20,000 GBP or 25,000 USD. You can make that into the account, and you're then set up to apply for your retirement visa. The thing is that you come to Thailand and everything is possible if you've got the money and you know who to ask. There's several visa agents here in Pattaya, and I would look online on Google them, etc., and find out who recommends what, and make sure you're going to somebody that's done it regularly, has good write-ups and good reviews. The only one I can really recommend to contact, and a very popular one, is the Queen Vic Hotel in Soi 6, which is Soi 6 is very famous for its girly bars, but the Queen Vic Hotel is an excellent UK type based pub, and it's good bar, good food, very good value for money. And if you're looking for cheap accommodation initially just to get you off and running, that's another place I would strongly recommend that you might consider for 1 or 2 nights, just till you get settled in and you have somewhere ready to go to. So that's the Queen Vic Hotel in Soi 6 in Pattaya. Yeah, so the landlord of the Queen Vic in Soi 6, very nice guy, and he's got a lot of experience here in Pattaya, and he can help with all sorts of things actually, and he can advise you. And if he can't actually get it sorted for you, then he will probably know somebody that will. So a good source of help for most things when you get here. You know, when I first started living here, when I first retired, I was on a retirement visa also. And once I got married again, I changed that to a marriage visa, which has certain advantages. One, you have to keep, you don't have to keep such a big balance of cash in the Thai banks here. 400,000 for a marriage visa as opposed to 800,000 for a retirement visa. Big difference. And the other big attractive thing was that being on a marriage visa, I could actually get work permits if I wished, which you can't do on a retirement visa, because if you're retired, you can't have a work permit. It's true to say that since I've been living here since I retired, I have actually done several small jobs here in Thailand. One of them was to supervise the wiring out of a large catamaran that was built here and was going to be, well, it was designed and to run on solar panels with a small emergency engine generator when required. But it was a very interesting project, and I was on that project for about 3 months, and that was enabled by the fact that I was here on a marriage visa. And there's a couple of other things I've done over the years, and it's just helped me stay on the right side of the law. I know a lot of people will be worried the fact that they've got to keep such a large amount of money in a Thai bank account, and you know, I know many people here that retired that just don't have that sort of cash that they can leave lying around in a Thai bank account. And the problem is, when people are short of money, then other people obviously can take advantage of them. So there is these agents that are around about, if you don't have the cash, etc., they can organize it so it looks like you've got the cash, etc., and you can still get your retirement visa. But you've got to pay quite a hefty fee for them to arrange it. So you may be talking between, I don't actually know the truth, but I've heard figures of 25 or 30,000 baht. Well, 25,000 baht, that's close to £600. So just to organise your visa for you, and that's once a year. So it's up to you, but if you don't have any option, then that's the way you've got to go, I suppose, or move back to your home country. So you don't really have to worry about that anyway, because as I say, all problems can be sorted with the right amount of cash, I believe, here in Thailand. You know, I've always done all my visas myself. I've done all the organisation, I've filled in the paperwork. I have to admit, it's a little bit of a pain in the bottom, but it's still easy enough. And you get used to it over the years. Now I can do it fairly quickly. But I think I've yet to submit all the paperwork down to the immigration office in Soi 5 in Jom Tien, and not being told that something's changed and I've got to do something else. Even last year I downloaded the application form from the website, the Thai website, filled it all in, put all the documents together, and then went down and submitted it to be told that the form I had downloaded was no longer the correct form, and the website hadn't been updated with the correct form. So I had to do that again, and then there was one or two other changes. And also had to go to the records office where they record marriages, divorces and deaths, etc., just to make sure that nothing had changed. I hadn't been registered as being divorced or dead. So we went down and got a certificate from them that didn't cost much. But I think it was about, I think it was maybe only 20 baht, 50 pence or something like that. But it was just a bugbear. It was quite a distance across town, going there and getting it. And so the process always takes a couple of days. And that's one of the disadvantages of a marriage certificate, in that it's a bit more onerous in paperwork. They require all sorts of evidence that you're still married, like photographs of your house with the address number shown, with my wife and my daughter, and shown us in the various rooms in the house, including the bedroom together, etc. Just to show that they still live there and they have access to the house. 5 or 6 pictures there, and a host of other documents like like our registration, like our house registration documents and marriage certificates and Sandra's birth certificate, various forms, etc. But as I say, we're fairly used to it now, and we accept that maybe we're going to have to go back on a second visit. But the lady down there, actually, I think I've done 6 already, marriage visas, and she knows us now. She recognises us when we walk in, so we don't have any problems. But you know, when you're sitting in the immigration department down there, you see all these people getting led in by it looks like couriers or something. They get taken down to where they have to get their photograph taken, and then they're taken straight out again, so they don't have to do all the waiting, etc. These are the people that must be paying the agents, and you see the agents carrying bunches of passports, and of course one assumes, and it's only an assumption, a well-considered assumption, that people are paying to get their visas done for them, with these people that can come in and short circuit. Another tip, if you're thinking about it, is if you actually go down to immigration, just outside the immigration, as you're facing it, on the left-hand side, there's a big office there. It's got many photocopiers, etc., and many staff sitting around that are very well versed in all the various forms that need to be filled in. And they will fill in your forms for you, actually, and put it all together for quite a small fee. But if I believe that they could also do the hard work and get things changed for you. And yeah, you could always go down there and discuss your needs with them and see. There's a couple of offices down near there, actually. But that one is very close to the immigration department. They have very good contracts inside the immigration department. So another good one to consider using if you do have a problem. So this being the 12th of April, tomorrow is Thai New Year. I think it's the 26th. I think it ends in 6 tomorrow. Whatever, 2656, I think. I may be wrong. 2666 maybe. Something like that, anyway. There's about 500 years or so different to our year, but in general Thailand uses the same as everybody else. This is 2023, but the Thai New Year is tomorrow and the year changes tomorrow. And the big celebration here at Thai New Year is the proper one is where they go around and the children like to go home and see their and see their parents and family, etc., wherever they live, up north or down south or wherever and it's a big exodus normally at Thai New Year for people to go home and see their families. Unfortunately, since COVID, this year will be the first year that people actually have an opportunity to do that, and I think many of them are looking to it, and it means that the last couple of days and today the roads heading north and south will be extremely busy. And Pattaya is probably going to be a little bit devoid of Thai people this next few days. They have big celebrations in Pattaya and all the places in Thailand, actually, where one of as I say, the official one is where they get bowls of water, scented water with flower leaves in it, and they go around their parents and elderly relatives, and they wash all their sins away by sprinkling water on their heads and in their hands and saying they're giving them their blessings, etc. And that's the official way that the Thais treat each other. Very nice, actually, very respectful, and I think they actually do mean it. But in the cities, like here in Pattaya, it started already, it started 2 days ago. That as you're walking around the city, you're in danger of getting absolutely soaked by buckets of water thrown all over you, or ice cold water thrown over you from a passing pickup truck or whatever. And tomorrow will be the big day for that, the 13th. That's the official one. It's the only day in Bangkok, the city, the major city. They only have a one day, but down here in Pattaya, they always have at least 10 days. At least 10 days. So they have the official one tomorrow. Then Pattaya has another Pattaya official New Year's Day on the 19th, where they really get together. And then on the 20th, that moves down to Satahip, and then after that, it's all finished. So it started now, and it will finish on the 20th of April. So if you're in Thailand, I hope you have a very, very happy and exciting Thai New Year. And it does get frustrating at times when you want to go out for dinner, you want to go and sit and have a pleasant evening, and you get soaked on the way. It does happen regularly here in Pattaya, and after a time the novelty wears off, and people can get quite wound up about it at times. If not, maybe one day you would want to come and experience it. It can be fun. It can be very good fun. Before COVID, it was a huge attraction. Many people come from all over the world just to celebrate the Thai New Year, and particularly here in Pattaya, where the streets would be mobbed and people throwing water over each other. All the bars had big buckets of water outside them where the people could fill their water guns and fill their buckets, etc. And there was lots of tankers going around filling all these buckets up outside the bars for a nominal fee of whatever it was. It wasn't too expensive, and the Thais and the visitors, the tourists, all thoroughly enjoyed themselves. It was a superb holiday. But as I say, since COVID, it's all kind of gone. It all didn't happen. And this is the first year again. We'll see how it goes. It's not going to be as busy as people hope, for sure. The prices of airfares, I've just had a trip back to the UK. I had to go back there to do a couple of things. Travelling economy, it was £1,500 return. Huge amount. Before I used to fly business class for that, but this was economy, and this is every airline was extreme prices. The only time you could get it down below £1,000 was when your flights had maybe a 36-hour wait somewhere in the middle, and when you're flying for 17 to 20 hours, you don't want huge delays between your flights. Three-day trip just to travel one way is no fun. So I done that, and hopefully sometime in the future the prices of these flights will come down again, and it will be easier and more attractive for people to come back to Thailand again. So in the meantime, I have no intention of travelling back to the UK in the near future. So I'm just going to sit back and carry on enjoying my retirement here, doing my bit of online English teaching, which I thoroughly enjoy, making a lot of friends, particularly from China. That's the majority of my students, and enjoying my retirement with my family. And very shortly I'm going to take this shirt off and get in that pool and try and cool down. The temperature here today is once again very close to 40 degrees, and I'm sweating profusely here, and I think it's time to go and complete this video. So thank you for watching if you've watched this far, and happy Thai New Year to you for tomorrow, and take care for now. Bye for now.